Third running back from the metro area to head to Michigan from this area, Chris Howard, Leroy Horde. Why the Wolverines?
I mean, everything they hold as a university is it's undeniable. I mean, if you just look at it as itself, it's a top 30 university in the world, and that's kind of what stood out to me most, is the people that they produce, the things they stand for, the honor they hold themselves to. So outside of football, it was a no-brainer, and on the field, you see what they do, won a national championship last year. That says a lot in itself. So, I mean, just knowing the staff, and we got guys from down here, play for the same coach as me, up there was a decision I couldn't pass up for me and my family.
What other schools did you consider?
I considered a lot of schools. I mean, academics was a big thing for me, my dad, my family. And, I consider schools like Miami, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, and Oklahoma State. Just I had built a great relationship with them. So those were some of the schools I was looking at coming into my final visit with Michigan.
I feel like the talk of like this year or this like signing is like the number of the recruits have decided, I make one and then kind of flip. But you seem like you were, dead set on staying with Michigan, and that's been the case, that you weren't going to waver after you initially, made that commitment to them, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's just important to have loyalty in this world. And I felt like with my decision I was going to be content, because how would you feel if somebody was just uncertain about you or just trying to find the next best thing? So I kind of had a conversation with the staff, and we kind of stopped looking, and I just kind of grew with them. I knew I had to develop. I knew I could fit into their system. So just going into it with a clean head, my dad kind of just ensured to me that this was the move and this was the decision that we had to go with, and I kind of grew from there.
Are you excited just to go to Michigan? I know like this season wasn't the best, but then again they beat Ohio State, and it's kind of like there's that momentum of kind of carrying it into next season. Are you kind of excited about being a part of that?
Of course. I mean, everything Michigan holds is so culturally rich. So, I mean, just I love being on campus. I love being in the biggest stadium in college football. I love being on campus, learning without majoring, studying, and I just love being around the great people at Michigan. So, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to getting up there, getting on the field, and doing things outside of that.
They also got a pretty big commitment from a pretty big quarterback. How cool is that, with you being a running back?
It's awesome because we kind of thought we had lost him closing in because he was posting a bunch of stuff about LSU. But I knew that we have a group chat, and they was saying it was like expect big things. So when that was the big thing, it kind of just blew my mind. But I just can't wait to talk to him. I mean, he can spin it. He can do everything. He's very dual threat. He's pro style, and I feel like that's definitely what we needed to put the icing on the cake in our class. So I'm excited to grow and improve with him.
And describe your style and what feel like are your strengths as a running back?
I feel like I have great patience. I'm definitely a 3-down back. I can catch the ball. I can run the ball. I mean, I can stay between the C gaps. I can do a lot. I just feel like I'm a 3-down back, and I've worked on completing my top end, and I got a lot to improve on, but I feel like I'm in a good place right now.
Big game Friday against Madison Prep.
Yes, sir.
What do you feel like is the strength of this team going against Madison Prep?
My strength against this team, I mean, it's just going to be the team who wants it more. When you get into like the Final Four, it's hardly really talent differentials or any of that stuff. It's really the team who wants it more, who's going to go out and get it more. So I feel like we've been working on, and the senior leadership we have on this team is going to carry us throughout the way. Just being more dominant up front and keeping your head in it the entire time and having home field advantage.
Thank
you, Jasper. Coach Ryan Bellamy was big in recruiting you from Michigan. Talk about the relationship you built with him and also the coaching staff.
I mean, just Coach Bellamy, just from the second that I've ever spoken to him back there in Coach's developmental office, he's been genuine and pure. He told me how great a Coach Hank Tierney was. I mean, not that I didn't already know it, but it definitely meant so much because we feel the same way about him. And Coach Hank was telling me that's a good dude you'd be going up there with, a guy he's coached. So it was also a no-brainer just being up there with a guy that took my specific steps and patterns, grew up on the same side of town as me, been to the same high school as me, and it's going to be great having somebody I can feel comfortable around, and just another man that I can be influenced by going into that journey.
Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Jacob Washington. Jacob, Wolverines, why the Maize and Blue?
I'd say I chose Michigan because the rich culture and what they do on the football field is unmatched, and just knowing that I have a spot up there is huge for me.
What other schools did you consider?
I was considered Missouri, Georgia Tech, Mississippi State. Those are top three.
And what do you feel like are your strengths as a wide receiver?
My speed and just vertical ability downfield and ability to stretch the defense downfield.
Basketball is in your background. How has that helped you as a receiver?
Basketball, just having the releases at the line of scrimmage, be able to high point the ball, get a rebound. It's second nature to me.
Jake, was it kind of cool that a couple weeks ago Bryce decides, hey, I'm going to head to Michigan, and the prospects of playing with them up there in Ann Arbor?
Yeah. So just having Bryce, he's a great quarterback, #1 in the nation, so he can really throw it. So it's going to be great for me as a receiver, running catch, and just make it easy for him.
What's the most exciting thing about being a part of a program that won a national title a couple years ago, able to kind of rebound for this year and being a part of this next class that potentially could do some big things?
Yeah, so they didn't have an outstanding season, so it's going to be huge for me to get in and make a difference and be a part of that change for the future.
To share this experience with a teammate, what's that been like?
Yeah, it's huge. Me and Jasper are like family, so it's just me and him are going to go up there and make something be special.
And Coach Bellamy, talk about the relationship you've been able to develop with him.
Yeah, Coach Bellamy, we both play the same position, and he came to Shaw and played under Coach Hank. So it speaks for itself.
That familiarity, how much did that resonate with you throughout the process, knowing that he's also, been a part of this program?
Yeah, so he was in my shoes at the same point as me with Coach Hank and at Shaw, so he knows how it is. And to go up to Michigan, he played receiver at a high level. So
You like cold weather?
yeah, I did.
Madison Prep, big game this week. What do you feel like are the strengths going against Madison Prep?
Madison Prep, as Jasper said, home field advantage is huge. Just coming to Marrero, it's a hard place to play in. And then it's going to be the team who wants it more, as he said. It's a playoff game, two competitive teams. It's going to be great.
And Jacob, what's it been like balancing the prep for Madison Prep with signing day here today?
Signing day has been coming for a long time. Madison Prep's like a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to the state championship, so I'm focused on that right now.
And how good does it feel to be locked in with Michigan?
Yeah, it feels great.
Thank you, buddy.
That'll work.
Congratulations.
Thanks.